Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a 1-week review on the JIN Vaquero. We're going to start off with, we're going to alternate between gripes that I've had and pros that I've had about this thing that I enjoyed. First we're going to start with the gripe. It is really hard to reach down in there. Now, I cut all my fingernails except for this nail because I couldn't reach down in there far enough to get a grip on it and flick it out. There's almost no room on the other side, but if you do contort your hand just right, you can get it to happen. Now, a pro to this is it's left-hand friendly. It's extremely left-hand friendly. I would actually recommend this more to left-handed people than right-handed, as, I mean, this wasn't part of the design purpose, but it flicks out so smooth for left-handed people. I can't even describe to you how nice that is. Another gripe is it doesn't have a pocket clip. On the bright side, I was able to find what is called a suspension clip. This suspension clip is on the lanyard right here. It just worked. You shove the whole knife in your pocket and then reach back, hook your finger on this, and stick it over the edge of your pocket. Worked out great. I enjoyed it very much. Next, we will talk about the fact that this thing came with tools to put it together. These are actually pretty nice. I have used these for a few other knives here at the table. They work great. I honestly recommend them more than a few of the other sets that I've used. And they just come free with the knife. One other con is the sharpened bevel on this thing, the secondary bevel down here that you see shining right there. That isn't even. It is not ground even, so when you go to cut paper or something, this is a super small gripe, but when you go to cut paper, it biases towards left-hand cutting. Now, I don't know how to explain it any better than this. You'll grab a piece of paper, you'll go to cut it, and it tries to go that way. But when you grab it with your left hand, and I'm not left-hand practiced, now that's after a week of carry, and it just does that no problem. But it is left-hand bias. So I think that this is a knife that I'd recommend for people who are left-handed. I think that that was just a quality control thing. I don't know what else to say about that, but it works, and it'll work just fine. I have medium-sized hands. I fit in medium gloves. It will not work if you're a large or extra large in gloves. You will have to open it two-handed, and it's kind of pointless when it's on bearings, which is another gripe. This thing's on bearings, but it's a two-handed opener for most people. Another gripe is, well, we'll go for my favorite blade shape, I guess. This is my favorite blade shape, and I enjoy the fact that they put that on here. It works great with this knife. I don't know how else to explain it other than it just works. Now, the next gripe that I was going to talk about was the fact that this thing's on bearings, but it is, for most people, two-handed opening. Because you can't easily fit your thumb in here with large or extra large size hands, you can't push on this either because your thumb is too big and it just slips right off. Medium and small hands, it works fine, but large and extra large, it will not. Now, another thing that I keep on thinking, or it keeps coming to mind, this thing came with the lanyard. It did not come with a pocket clip, but it did come with the lanyard. I will leave a link to the pocket clip down below. They're a little spendy. I bought 3 at once. It's solid titanium, but that's not part of the knife. I use it on other knives as well. I enjoy it. It's treated me fine so far. Would I recommend this knife if you have small or medium sized hands, yes, I do recommend this knife. It's treated me quite well over the last week. I haven't had any major problems other than just something kind of annoying when you're walking. Because this stop pin is the same size through and through, it shakes or rattles. So when you're walking, that rattles. And that's not a big deal. It's just mildly annoying if it just happens to show up. It doesn't always happen, it just happens sometimes. But yeah, overall, I recommend this for people with medium or small hands. It's treated me well, no gripes about it that are edge retention wise. I didn't cut a whole lot with it. This week was one of my lighter use weeks. I didn't do much at all. I didn't even break down a box with this thing. I wanted to, I just don't have any boxes to break down. It's got T8 pivot. I love that. T6s are actually decent and the heads are pretty thick. But yeah, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.